Hello, welcome to our podcast. My name is JC De Hoyos. I'll be your host for today. It's currently May 9th, 2019. It's 3:25 p.m. It's on a Thursday day. Today we're going to be talking to you about astronomy. Those of you who really like astronomy like I do and want to one day study it, although all the math, if you really do know me, I struggle with math. I'm pretty good at the physics side of science and math. But I'll get back to you on that on a later date. I'm just going to talk to you about, the basic theory of astronomy. What really fascinates me is that we're just particles of dust, stardust. Seriously, our left hand and our right hand could be made from different particles of stardust. To be honest, we are stars. We come from stars. We are pretty much matter, and it really fascinates me how big the universe is. I plan to study one day to go back to school. Hopefully, I mean it's never too late to go back to school, but I really want to study astronomy. I want to have it in paper that I know what I'm talking to you all about, other than just Wikipedia and googling all these random facts and information. But what really blows my mind is how infinite space is. It's um it's really mind blowing how there is a creator who created us from stardust and particles of nothing, and it really fascinates me. I just think about it. I listen to all this space ambient music at night, just tripping out all night, all day. Just thinking. We're in our own little place on this galaxy in this universe. And do I believe in parallel universes and what's outside of the universe? Of course I do. That's what's always on my mind. I'm always thinking about what the hell, how in like God's name can we figure out what's on the other side of space? The space ends somewhere. There's like a square made of walls or something? I don't know, but to be honest, it's very 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 fascinating to me about space. I really enjoy watching Elon Musk interviews and us astronaut interviews and spaceship launches. The shuttles that will go to space. It takes a lot of time, a lot of science, a lot of math. It's really really interesting. Speaking about space, how many of y'all like astronomy? You should leave down in the comments how many of y'all are into this same thing I'm into. We're bonding. We could bond together. We could talk about this all day. We want listen to music and just chill and just talk to you about God. And speaking about God, I don't want to make this such a religion type of podcast or anything like that. Um, I do believe in God. I do believe that there's someone who created us. I'm just not going to church. That's the thing. I just I don't know. I distance myself from religion and what's on paper, other than what's on my mind and my beliefs and what I've heard of and what my theories are. They kind of do match what's on written on paper, but I have my own theories and I believe my own thing, and I believe that aliens exist and there's life on other planets, the basics, all that stuff. I won't get that into detail because I'm not a astronomer or astrophysician, physics, no, not physician, astrophysics or something like that. So the reason why I'm not in school is because I failed math again. You know, not a big surprise to me. I was doing well up into these equations. Were getting too long, too far away from my mind. And I plan to one day just take it online and not cheat, but it's a lot easier to take it online math class. I know I did pass my first remedial math class. I was taking part two and I didn't pass. But um, when it comes to math, it really does bother me how easy it is, but how long the equations can be sometimes. And to figure it out, and I get really impatient. I get very very frustrated when I just can't figure out the answer. But I did do well some tests. I did answer some questions right, but I'm not getting that into it. But the reason why I'm not in school is also because I don't have any funds to fund myself into school. I kind of got myself a 1.80 GPA. I need a 2.0 again to continue my financial aid, which I didn't get. So that's why I'm not in school right now, but plan to pay that money off and get my financial aid reinstated and get back into school. Yeah, get back into school. I feel smarter in school already. Okay, enough of that. I'm gonna talk to you about how to become a good person, how to become a better person. It all starts with you and your commitment to be a better person in life. It could be from breaking bad habits. It can be from setting goals, being an example for someone, a role model. My favorite one is me. For me personally, is breaking bad habits because I've had so many bad habits in the past where I just kind of don't remember what they were because I'm on medication, and that medication is helping me now remember all those bad habits, and they're all gone. And I feel like I'm being a better person for an example for my younger brothers or my mother. My parents, they see a big change in me nowadays. I'm more, time consuming. I like to do little things like these, like podcasts and videos and YouTube, stuff like that. So, with that being said, bad habits. What are your bad habits? I'll give you a few details of what my bad habits were. I was Tourette's syndrome. I don't know if you all know what that is. I had a little tick that was going on since I was like around since I can't remember how young I was. I had always a tick, and I guess that happened when I hit myself in the head when I was very little. Very little. I banged myself in the head on the floor in fifth grade. I think it was even way before that, but that didn't help at all. It being, getting that hit right behind my head. Um, Other bad habits of mine were uh, partying too much. I'm not getting too many details, but there was like some drugs and alcohol involved. But I'm not gonna get back into that because it really does bother me talking about it because it was something very, very big that I almost costed me my life several times, and I got left with this neurological disorder called schizophrenia, I guess, psychosis. It's all your neurals. It's a neuroscientist will tell you it's your neurons. Your skeletal, nervous system, all that stuff. I kind of damaged it a bit. I did so much stupidity that I'm planning to take some speech therapy. My speech has been dramatically. That's something that I want to talk to you personally. Something that bothers me. I'm gonna get back into the bad habits later, but something that's been bothering me lately is my speech. I've been thinking of going for some speech therapy somewhere, but I have a lisp or a slur, and I kind of don't make. You can't really understand what I'm saying because I'm speaking so fast. So that all has to do with the amphetamines that I was doing amphetamines. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's good, but they're uppers. That really did something to my neurons, my nervous system. I guess I damaged it a bit, but I kind of just don't remember. I kind of just like forget how to speak properly. I just go on and I start slurring and talking really fast and not putting any time to speak like how I'm doing right now. It takes practice. If I want to do this podcast, I have to practice and sound professional, which I can at times, but I'm not gonna get at it. I'm not gonna get into it. It's not anything about me right now. It's about this podcast that I'm trying to get myself focused on. Anyways, back to the bad habits. I had a bad habit of eating at night so much food. I gained like 100 pounds, I guess. Another bad habit is me always on the phone. I'm always on the phone, checking my notifications on Facebook. Um, I'm always on Facebook. It's not a bad habit, but to me, it's not a bad habit anymore because I'm gonna invest in it. I need to put my time more into Facebook. I'm doing these little podcasts for Facebook. I'm not getting paid or anything, but later on, I'm gonna get myself involved in the stock market. Hopefully. Uh, Another thing is, personally, not many of you all are familiar with these kind of vlogging or blogging. It's more popular in California, much more popular up north, New York City, Boston, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Chicago. There's a bunch of content creators, individuals who do get paid by doing their content on YouTube. Hopefully one day that could be me, but I need some help with that. But other bad habits of mine could be drinking soda, chips. I want to know what your bad habits are. You could leave in the comments what your bad habits are, and we could just eliminate them one by one as the days go by. So, with that being said, I've spoken to you about space, bad habits, and the reason why I'm not at school, and some personal information about myself, concerning my speech. I would like to thank you for listening. For those of you all who watched this whole video, this is just a test. I'm just testing myself, my social anxiety. I'm not very concerned on what your comments can be negatively. No offense, but I really don't give a shit. But I'm just doing this for myself, to get myself out of this corner where I'm just, antisocial, not communicating with the world, just, talk to you. I want to just talk to the world, And with that being said, I want to talk to y'all later, and I'll speak to you later some other time. It could be later on today, or, if I get bored, I make another podcast, and I could have 2 podcasts in one day. You never know. So, with that being said, I'll see y'all later. Peace.